everyone, my name is Stan. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to interview this beautiful girl about her life in the States and her studies. Please welcome my friend Shun Shun.
Hi, I'm Shun Shun. I'm from Changsha. I study in US and my major is social science interdisciplinary, concentration on early childhood. And nice to meet you guys.
Can you tell me why you chose your major? It's such not a typical choice for a Chinese person.
Yes. So for the most Chinese student in study board, they will choose study economics, business, something. But for me, because I like children and I'm interested in education, because I was felt stressful when I study in China, like from primary school to high school, because the teacher requests us have to get the higher grade. And also one story is when I take the subway and I saw a mom took her son to visiting their father, and the little boy was crying all the time. And at the beginning it's fine, and his mom just give his phone to play and to watch the videos, the common things happen in China. But after a while, her mom cannot stop that boy's crying, and the interesting things is her mom crying too, his mom crying too, says oh my god, my son, why are you crying, and make stressful together. And I was wondering, if you're your mom, why you crying with your son? It's not common. You should stop the things happen rather than make the noise together. So I was wondering, can I do something for them? So that's why I choose this.
That's interesting. And where in the US are you living and studying?
I live in Buffalo, New York State, which very close to Canada side. Yes, only drive 40 minutes can across the border.
That's nice. Do you like the city?
I like Buffalo, except the winter too long. Their lifestyle is very low, and people, they have their own space. So, and there was I think it's a historical city before and factory city, and they got very good architecture in there. So I love there. But the winter is too long, beginning November to next year April. Still cold right now. So.
And how did you find the university? How did you apply for it?
Because I study in international high school, so I got some information about the U.S. university, and I choose Buffalo. Actually, it's a bad decision because I was apply other university too, but my parents were thinking because Buffalo in New York State, and my school is the 纽约州立, which means belongs to the New York State University. When they told others, and they will think, oh, their daughter studying probably a good university. But actually, my school is far away from the New York City. I have to drive 6 hours to there, so I choose there. And I love cold place, so that's why I choose it.
How cold is it in the winter?
Can you Google that? Our school will close sometimes in the winter because the snow is very heavy, and the wind is so heavy, and make our the school roof, the bookstore roof, and damage out the store roof. Yes.
Do you remember your first impression when you just arrived to the States?
The
first impression of America when you just arrived there?
The first impression, because the first time I've been in US in in 2014. 2009 or 2010.
Oh, so it wasn't your first time?
Yeah, it's
okay.
not the first time. So in that time, that's what like interesting place for me, and everything is new for me. And I was studying primary school in that time. So I just think, oh, it's got a lot of fun and funny, and everything like look like different to me, and they're friendly. So and the reason why I want to study abroad, because like some of my parents' friends, their daughter or their child study abroad, and make me feel like they have more chance or more opportunity to looking for like more new things rather than like just stay in one place. So
I know that you haven't studied in China like in university, but what do you think of the education in your city, in your university?
Actually, I think it depends on what's your major and where you study, and it also depends are you like undergraduate or graduation or PhD. So for me, I feel like in US, if you want to be a good student, the high grade is not only way to like to see are you a good student or not, because you can do a lot of things, like do the part-time job or do the full-time job or do the volunteer or do the leadership, and also can and you have to be like control your time and to manage the things you have to do, because no one will push you or this time you have to do these things, and so it's got the challenge.
I see. Are there many Chinese people in your university?
For me, I think yes it is, but it depends. Like you can choose your friend. So if you don't want to speak too much Chinese in there, you can like to looking for other foreigner or the local student.
And what are the most two things you miss about China while you're in America?
When I studied in US, I miss the food in here and my family in here, and
And
nothing here.
Nothing. Okay, just food and family. That's nice. Okay.
Yes.
And what do you like the most about America, about the US?
I like their condition. I don't know how to describe, because it also depends on where you live, because some city is still stressful and some city is relaxed, some city is dangerous, some city is fine. So I feel like everyone got their own space. No, like not all the people will judge you or like use the color eyes to look at you. I feel like the world is similar. Something happen in China also will happen in US. Something happen in US also will happen in China. So no matter where you are, it's just most common. So doesn't matter, because when I go out, my grandparents will say, "Don't go to US because people got gun and they were shooting you."
That's the most common stereotype
Yes,
about America.
but I mean, like in China, they also happen some like bad things. So it's not like don't think about that. Just try it or to visit them, and you will got your story.
Have you changed your mind about China? I mean, like after living abroad, you can look at your own country like with different eyes. Have you changed your mind about certain things?
I don't think so, but I feel I'm so proud of China because I feel most of like when my classmates ask me like where I'm from, I say I'm from China, and they will say, "Oh, I want to go to China. I always want to be there, and Chinese food is so delicious," something like that. So I feel like I'm Chinese is like very good things, and so proud of that. And I feel the China is more and more powerful and like important in the world. So I just feel proud of that.
Is it true that I've noticed from my own experience that if I see Chinese people abroad, they usually stay in groups?
Yes.
Is it the same in the States?
Yes, I think so, because like for me, my roommates are Chinese, But to be honest, I think it's not only happen in Chinese, because I also saw a lot of like like the people who study from Europe country, they have the group, and even like the club, like the school club, and they will like they have like if the people are black and they have black skin club, and they will like play together, have fun together, and they usually like have fun together. So I don't think it's only happen in Chinese, because
I agree with you.
even like the foreigner come to China, they will find a group together because they will come like they feel like familiar each other, because studying abroad is not easy.
But maybe because the Chinese so many people, it's just
that's
easy to pay
yes,
attention
to look each other.
Yeah. Awesome. Have you met like any people with stereotypes about Chinese people?
Like good at math,
Yeah,
or I don't know. I only feel like good at math or good at study, but because I'm not good at math and my study is not very well, so I don't feel like that. Yes, and I feel like the stereotype, right?
Stereotypes, yeah.
Stereotype is depends on the person. Like some person they have the stereotype about other things or people, and some person not. So I didn't feel too much stereotype about me or Chinese. Yes.
Do you have a lot of free time?
Yes, sure. I took 5 class last semester, and like I can choose like which kind of class I want to take, and I can choose like this class can be once a week or 3 times a week or 5 times a week. So I can manage my time by myself. Yes.
What about other people? Like, what do usually Chinese people like to do in their free time?
Depends on the person. Like for me, I usually like I would like hang out with friend, make a new friend, and stay alone both. And I like raise some plants by myself. Like I raise some apple seed and to see it grow the green and to be a tree. But I found it have to spend 5 years, so I don't know can I be success or not. It's already died for 3. And also some Chinese students they will they like party, like drink or play the play card, or just people they will choose different way to spend their free time.
So like you had a short vacation here in China, you're back here. Did you have a good time? What did you do?
Yes, this summer I stay in China for a month, and I've been to Yantai alone, and I helped my mom do some her work, and I visit my teacher, my friend. So I think it's a really good time, and I shopping online a lot.
Taobao is a nice thing, right? So I know that your flight is tomorrow. But
yes.
Do you miss anything about America? Like something you're really looking forward to?
Weather.
The weather, okay.
Actually, to be honest, because I'm still a student and my parents they support me, so I don't have to worry too much about the finance and my living something. So that's helped me a lot to get more free study abroad. But so it doesn't something like should be proud or should be happy like say, oh, I feel more free in US because my parents they work so hard in here. So I take the summer class in US, so that's why I'm back to there, and I need to find a new place to move. So that's why I'm back.